Hey everybody, this is Kim here, the Divine Warrior Goddess, and this is my final video for video 5 for my contribution, as this is Kindness Awareness Week, and so I'm sharing some things that are in my book, Step Into Your Power, which I am still working on. I already talked about. So today's video is about stepping into your power, and it's quite a transformation, and it's quite beautiful as we learn how to release all of our programs, all of our old stories about who we are and who we should be by those of us in our lives, because none of it's true. They're all just old stories, old programs that we don't need anymore. Who we are is a beautiful soul having a human experience in our own unique and beautiful way. So as we truly begin to step into our power, we'll notice that we stand a little taller, we shine a little brighter, we hold our head a little higher, and we command attention wherever we go. This is not in an egotistical way, but in a soft, powerful, energetic way. We begin to shine and radiate out our beautiful energy. We begin to take no shit, not from anyone ever again. The difference here is that we do it in a subtle way, although maybe not at first. At first, we may appear brash and bold. We may even say things in a harsh way as we learn to navigate our power. This is our innate power that we've always had. It's just like shining a dull crystal. It's just had a little dirt on it, that's all. We're just cleaning it up because that is us. That's the true us. We shine, we radiate out. We eventually learn how to tone down as we go along, because it's all a learning process as we learn how to navigate this newfound power that we never even knew that we had. We all have it. And our higher self, which is us, will test us at every turn. And this is to assist us, not to torture us. These are actually opportunities as we learn to navigate our power. For instance, did we speak up when we needed to? Or did we shut down and revert back to old patterns and programs like we always did before? Did we move away from people that disrespect us? If we did, the universe will give us more opportunities to do it again. This is how it works. And then we'll notice that these opportunities of disrespect show up less and less because we realize that we have mastered it. And even when it does show up, we don't care because we address it and we move on. When these opportunities do show up, we handle them with love and grace. It may not be perceived that way to the other's ego, and that's okay. Because that's their ego, that's not their soul. Their soul understands and their soul knows. This is when we know that we've arrived to a new threshold of power, and we learn to thank our universe for all these opportunities that show up for us to step up and step into our power. And when we do this, our entire energy shifts. We not only shift our own energy, but we are assisting the collective and shifting that energy as well. As within, so without. There are so many souls working on themselves, shifting out of the lower vibrational realms at this time. And it is assisting the entire collective, although it may not seem so. But if you've been on this journey for a long time, you know it's not pretty in the beginning. And that's why we're seeing so much dualistic energies in the world today. And you go from those that are really ego-based, and then you see so many souls now that are in their light. They are the embodiment of their soul. And that's beautiful to witness. We become the catalyst for change. And in doing so, we give other souls the permission that they think they need. They really don't, as we're all sovereign beings. So they look to us and they see, wow, you've really changed. Look at you. You're out there in the world. You make videos, you write, you teach. Coming from this shy little girl who was never heard and never wanted to be seen. Very few friends growing up, which I see now was my blessing, my own self-preservation. As a starseed, which I never knew I was, to someone that's out there. And if we don't challenge ourselves, we will remain stagnant. I never thought I would do public speaking. as someone that didn't think that she had much to say. And then my universe pushed me as I became a minister in a spiritual church and had to start doing speeches, talks in public at the church. I also did message work publicly in front of 100 people and had to pick people out and give messages, clairvoyant mediumship messages. It was terrifying for me, just terrifying. And I really grew to love writing and speaking from my heart, speaking from my soul, speaking from my knowledge and my wisdom that I did not honor. It helped me to honor me. I never would have believed you if you told me that I would be putting videos out on YouTube for anyone in the world that wanted to watch me. And here I am. If I can do any of these things, all of these things, so can you. Because I would have been the one voted least likely to do any of these things. I hope to inspire you to step out and do those things that make you uncomfortable. As we work on worthiness issues, we break those programs down and we discover a beautiful gem we are inside. Who would have thought that I would never have thought that I would ever write a book? Now I know there's a lot of books inside of me. A writer? No, I was never a writer. No. Speaking, public speaking? No. All these things have been uncovered that were always there. And you have so much to offer inside of you. You can't even comprehend. I know there's a lot more things out there for me. I don't know what they are. I've always loved art. I've always loved to create. I feel like painting will be in my future. I used to paint. I love working with paints. I never thought writing would be one of my creative outlets. The more that you love yourself and you keep at it every single day, the more you uncover everything that's lovable about yourself. It was always held within. I love the saying that from Lisa Transcendence Brown, that we are just remembering who we really are. It was there all along. It's just like the Wizard of Oz and Dorothy clicking her heels, and she's had the power all along. She just didn't know it. And it's the same with you. I don't care how rough your life has been. Mine wasn't easy. I had a lot of things that I have overcome. And I really didn't go public with videos till a year ago. I was terrified to go public on Facebook because I had an experience that taught me a lot, as they always do. As we always ask for these lessons, as souls, we choose this stuff that we go through. Take responsibility for that. Stop staying in the victim mode. That doesn't serve you. That just keeps giving your power away to everyone and everything that you think you are powerless to. So the thing that happened to me was terrifying and violent. And the person was getting out of jail last December. And I had to work through my fear that this person was going to come after me when they got out. And I was working through that fear as the date got closer and closer. And all of a sudden, one day, I had a great peace come over me. And I realized that I know that I am a multi-dimensional being of the light, and that soul is not even in the same dimension as I am. They can't touch me. They can never touch me. I will never see or interact with this soul ever again. And all of a sudden, all that fear was gone. It was vanished. So I created my YouTube channel. I made my Facebook page public. I really started sharing more and more of who I am. Not caring what anybody else thinks. Just be you. You are special. You are needed. And each one of us is. Each one of us has special things to do. And a lot of souls get caught up in their little boxes of I'm a writer, I'm a this, I'm an artist, I'm a this, I'm a that. You know what? It changes all along the way. We do not have one mission. We have 1,000 missions. Mine's changed. I've always created. It's just the way that I create changes. It can change from day to day. One day I may be writing. The next day I am writing light codes, which I didn't even know what that was before, and now I'm writing them. I don't know what they mean always. I actually prefer people to interpret the way that they want to. So I look forward to having my own place and having lots of room where I can create each day the way that I want to create. And yes, that would include my paints and Lord only knows what other kind of medium. And I've always been that way, that I like to change room to room because the energy is different in each room. So I've always moved around in the home, room to room, creating in this one. So it's not like I could ever even have a designated workshop. I did have a designated room where I kept my stuff, but I created in all my rooms at different times. Energy moves, energy shifts and changes. So I hope to inspire you to love you enough to give yourself permission to step into your power. Because if you think about it, it's pretty selfish to hide your light, to hide what beautiful gifts that you've been given and that you are here to share. So get out there and shine your light in any way that you are inspired to do so each and every day. And I just have to add that when you are really getting hit with some strong activations and upgrades, boy, you're going to be down for the count. You may try to beat yourself up, as I have, about not getting enough done, not doing enough. We need to sleep a lot in order to wake up. We need to rest a lot in order to wake up. Our life does not look anything like what we thought it should. And that's okay. It's actually a really good thing. So get some rest. Let your body dictate what it needs. If it needs to sleep, lay down, go to sleep. If it needs to rest for days on end, then rest your body. You can work a little bit in your bed, as I do. I do for a little while, and then poof, I've gone kaput and I'm done. Sometimes I stay up really late and I get up really late. Sometimes I go to bed early and get up late. It's all here as we assist our light body and we acclimate ourselves to the higher realms. It's all part of the process. Everything that we learned in 3D is the opposite in the higher realms. So give yourself a break. Don't beat yourself up. Watch the video on self-judgment if need be, and self-love. And I want to remind you that you're beautiful, you're special, you're so needed. If you could only see you the way that I see you. I love you. I hope you enjoyed these last 5 videos. I don't know if I'll continue. I have a little suspicion that I will. Have a beautiful, beautiful, magical day. Bye for now.